What is up, everybody? Oh man, we have hit a monumental, right? Monumental, or however you say it, monumental, a milestone. 3,000 subscribers. 3,000. Shit is crazy. What up, bro? Who's gonna thank you? I appreciate you, Philly Sports Talk Podcast. Love the hat. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Joey Shakes. Fucking we hit the 3K full. Finally. Shit was taking off. Finally happened. I am elated. Monumental. There you go. Elated, excited. Whew. Who sees our youth? apparently, there are people out in the world that obviously thinks because I don't have monetization rights that somehow I'm paying for the shit. But I don't get it when it literally took me 6 years to get to even 1,000, and then all of a sudden I take off. Appreciate for the congrats. So, and when I started doing this like a month ago, right, a month and a half ago, when I actually started focusing on this shit, that's when I started getting my view counts, and I've actually doubled. Like, we are legitimately less than 400 hours away. And to be honest with you, if I actually was putting out 2 to 3 videos a day and live streaming every day like I was before, I could honestly get there in a week or two. To be honest with you, I could. But since work is crazy and I never know when the hell I'm going to get off, and my shift changes every fucking month because I'm in a different department, I never know. Like, sometimes I get off at 6. Like, if I get off on time, if I'm the late crew and I get off on time at 6:30, I got shit to do. I ain't got time to be, coming on live and doing this stuff. So, I mean, I don't let someone support me, sit there and support me while I do a telemarketing job, right? Being a phone engineer. Let someone else pay for all my stuff. I actually work and take care of my family while doing this on the side. So, I mean, could I put more time into it? Obviously, while I'm spending time with my family. I could be doing all of that, but I choose not to. I choose, like, if I should have done this stream like a couple hours ago, but I went to my parents' house so my son can see his grandparents. I was there with my sister, my nephew, my brother, his girlfriend, and their dog, and we all spent time together. So, oh, and I haven't even had my first drink yet. Oh, Randy, holy shit. I gotta catch up. Bro, I've been doing this 6 years, and I'm taking off. Like, I'm taking off now, so there's a lot of catching up to do. A lot. And I'm not saying just in numbers. It's just, I mean, even before I even got close to 1,000, my name held weight. I had the attention of Joey Shakes, 500. At one time, I had the attention of Brunson, but, when you start making videos about him, he starts getting all butthurt about it, blocks you from because we had each other's numbers. He blocks you on here, blocks you on there, all because I finally make a video about him talking shit because it's Cowboys Eagles hate week, and he just gets butthurt. That's another thing that I wanted to talk about. Like, I'm not knocking anyone's hustle and whatnot. Like I know Joey Shakes started off from nothing. I started off from nothing. 500 did. Simon, we all did. We all started off from fucking scratch. But before I get into it, I ain't let my dog into this house. So I'll be right back. So back to what I was saying. Let's get to these comments. But seriously, man, seriously, my guy, congratulations. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'm having a drink on your behalf, bro. I'm right there with you, having a drink with you. Congratulations on 3K, bro. I appreciate it. Sounds like someone else we knew and his bitches. Oh yeah, no, I know. That's another thing that I'm going to just leave in the wind. I mean, these pictures that I have of him that I should actually post here so we can all make fun. But I'm gonna leave that alone. But what I want to talk about here, and this is my 3,000 celebration, right? So I can talk about anything that I'm. You know what? It don't even have to be a 3,000 celebration. I'm not even drunk yet, and I'm going off. I'm about to go off. So like I was saying, we basically all started from scratch, nothing, right? And well, we have a guy who comes in here, and this is just me talking shit, right? Talking shit because this is what this is about, right? This is what this is about, right? So you have a guy who comes in here the year that the Eagles win a Super Bowl, right? The year that they come in. Yes, Eagles still suck, even though they're 8-0, and we can name the quarterbacks they played. While even though the quarterbacks we've played look like the quarterbacks they've played, and we're 6-2 because we lost to the Eagles and we lost to the Bucks. But if we're keeping the same energy here, Eagle fans are are always like, well, it was week one when we gave up 32-point teams. Teams haven't found their identity yet. Teams this, teams that. But at the same time, when we lose to the Buccaneers, only give up a touchdown and a few field goals, we don't get that same slack. But it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. What's up, Alexander, bro? Appreciate you for stopping by, homie. Ms. Bird thank you very much. Thank you. Eagles gonna be like the 2020 Steelers. That would be funny. Y'all make sure and hit that like, guys. It goes a long way and pushes out content out to more people. That's right. Please listen to Miss Bird Gang 31. But anyway, what I was saying was, you had a guy who came in here, the year that they won the Eagles won the Super Bowl, right? They did all that stuff. This guy did all that stuff. I didn't even know that he was there the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl. I had no idea that he even started up a channel, right? Had no idea. Well, then, the following year, I stumble upon this dude's stuff, right? And stumble upon his stuff, kind of start going back and forth, whatever. He seems cool at that point because he's getting started, right? He's getting started, and then out of nowhere, he just starts getting this influx of people, and I equate that, and I equate a lot of Eagles influx of subs, right? They're what's the word I'm looking for? The reason why they grew so fast and so quickly is because the Eagles won the Super Bowl, right? Like, so you have fans coming out of nowhere listening to content, which is, look, I'm not knocking it. It is what it is. If the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, guess what? All the Cowboys content creators are, even though you have guys in the 88Ks, you have guys in the 70,000s, the 30,000s, the 16Ks, the 14Ks, the 3Ks, stuff like that. If the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, I guarantee you every single one of us is going to benefit from that with more people coming out of the woodworks and subscribing. So I'm not knocking Eagles right now, right? At all. I'm not doing that. Preacher Man Sports, congrats on 3A. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. What is up, Preacher Man Sports? 301 Cowboys, shut up. You just can't help yourself. No, he can never help himself. It's Joey Shakes, y'all gonna be like 2020 series. I said what I said. And so the whole thing that I'm getting at is we had a guy that's an Eagles fan, right? That basically has, and I'm just gonna say this, the white privilege, right, of social media. the head start, right? Because let's face it, his YouTube page started taking off after the Eagles won, the Super Bowl and whatnot. It still was going kind of slow, and then it took off. But I mean, when you start with a 9,000 following on Twitter because you buy someone's Twitter rights from a stripper, right? And then you move all that to YouTube followers. That head start is kind of fun. I wish I had known that when I was making those videos about this dude because, yeah. All this whole time I thought it was like, okay, he's benefiting off of the Eagles winning a Super Bowl, the way they've been, constructing their team. They're in the playoffs. Yeah. No, yes, that's part of it. But at the same time, this dude bought rights to a Twitter page that had over 9,000 followers, which is why we get pictures that were posted a couple weeks ago about him talking about dudes' wieners, little boys' wieners and shit like that. That was funny. Hold on, give me a second, guys. Sorry, guys. My wife knows I'm doing a stream, but yet she wants to be texting me right now and talking. But it's my wife, so I'm gonna reply back. So anyway, let's see. I bet Eagles are going to the playoffs and Eagles get destroyed by 8-9 Buccaneers. That's if the Buccaneers make the playoffs. Look, I really think it's going to be the Seahawks winning that division, and I think it's going to be to be honest with you, I think everything is going to stay the way it stays. To be true, to be honest with you, I can't really foresee the Eagles losing to someone other than the Cowboys, maybe the Giants. But if they lose to Washington, then all bets are off. Which I honestly think that the Washington, I don't give a shit. The Washington Redskins can beat the Eagles. Because we all know that divisional games are different. Tyler Heineke, however you say his fucking name, is on a 2-game win streak. That defense is something, right? It's they got 5 first rounders on that team, so I wouldn't be surprised. And they got a decent run game, and they got Scary Terry out there. I wouldn't be surprised if somehow the Redskins pull it off. If they beat the Eagles and get their first win, bro, watch out. Look, I am this fucking close to sitting here and saying, wouldn't it be something if there was 4 fucking teams from the NFC East in the playoffs? Seriously. Because let's be real here. Let's be real here, people. Washington has 4 losses. Let me look at the playoff picture here. NFL playoff picture. Later. So we have the Eagles at 1, Vikings at Washington. Okay, that Eagles play Washington next week. Commanders and Vikings play this week. But look, if the Vikings lose, that puts them at 6-2, right? They're still winning. They're still leading their division, obviously, and Washington goes to 5-4. Now, if you scroll all the way down, the Niners are on a bye. If Tampa Bay, or even if the Rams win, that puts them at 4-4. And if Washington wins this weekend, that'll put Washington in the 8th seed. That'll put the Cowboys at 5, the Giants at 6, and Washington at 7. Wouldn't that be some shit if all teams make the playoffs? Straight up, bro. Then there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell, there's not a team coming out of the NFC East that's making it to the playoffs. There's no way in hell that that's not happening. That would be fucking crazy. Crazy. Eagles offense, all odds goes 3 and out second half. Always goes out there. Yeah. What is up, Coach Dante? Appreciate you for stopping by, homie, and showing some support. Fly, Eagles, fly. And the game in Philly, I think you guys say we're losing. I'm going to say that y'all are losing every week until it happens. I'm manifesting your first loss. I'm going to be saying this for the next week, that the Eagles are going to lose. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. We're all making. Yeah, dude, that would be some shit if we're all making the playoffs. That would be fucking nuts. Nuts. And this is okay. So I've said this take a few times already in other streams when I'm doing a show with someone or I just mention it right to someone that I'm just having a conversation with. But now I'm going to do it live here, and all y'all can timestamp this at and I'm going to give it a few seconds because I want it to be at the the even 18-minute mark from when I say this. So that way we can timestamp it right at 18 minutes exactly. So, even if Washington doesn't make it, there will be a team from the NFC East representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. That is my hot take for the entire year. That is what's going to be happening. Whether it's the Cowboys, the Eagles, the Giants, if the Commanders make it. And look, guys, like I said, if they beat the Vikings, all teams are in the playoffs in this division. All teams. That would be some crazy shit. Okay, already read that one. Yep, read that one too. Sup, Prime Sports? How's it going, bro? Hi, Joey. Strawberry milkshakes. I don't know what that means. So it looks like every team in the division making the playoffs, even the Commanders. Uh-oh, double agent. Who's the double agent? Eagles are 8-0, looking like 0-8. Congrats on 3,000 subs, bro. You earned it. Thank you, dog. I appreciate it. All the trolling, all the making fun, all that shit wouldn't be anything without all y'all coming in here and giving me content to make fun of people, to troll people, and all that shit. It is an honor and it is fun to do this. When I was doing it almost every day, putting in the work, I wouldn't change any minute of it. And look, when we hit 4,000, I'm gonna say the same shit. I give it a month and we'll hit 4,000. I give it a month and we'll hit 4,000. I honestly believe that. So I can't wait till because we're already, I think like 12 or 88 subs away from 3,100. So, yeah, guys, y'all are the reason why this is growing. I love every second of it. It means so much for y'all to be here and just hang out with me while I'm doing my 3,000 sub live stream right now. And I will do a 4K hour watch video, live stream as well. And then of course I'm going to do my 4K subscriber count. I love it. I love every second of this. Joey Strawberry Milkshakes. Again, I don't know what that means. It's kind of weird. Why is the Eagles logo the only logo in the league that faces left? I don't know. I didn't even think about that. What is up, Cowboys fan 1992? How's it going, bro? B4L EC1 owns you. If you say so, whatever. Congrats on the 3K. Thanks, man. Are you going to cover more of Dallas offseason? This channel can get bigger just from that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to, especially in the offseason. I'm going to have to do that shit with the trolling on the side, as far as the lives go, because I'm going to have to. I figured once I get to 4,000 watch hours, I would have to maintain the 4,000 watch hours. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that. That's because I would take off seasons off. Like I wouldn't do after the Super Bowl, or after, if the Cowboys didn't even make it, I wouldn't do anything until like the month of the draft, right? So that's like a month and a half of nothing, pretty much, and then or 2 months of nothing, pretty much, right? Sometimes if the Cowboys didn't make the playoffs. So yeah, I would do like 2 months of nothing, radio silence for me. Maybe doing something here and there, a prediction, but that was about it. And then I'd do the draft, and then of course after the draft, that's when my videos would kind of start to pick up. But I think now that I'm nowhere close to an inner circle of people or anything like that. But I think now that since I am where I am going to do more Cowboys stuff. And oh, by the way, people, your boy right here was doing a show with AK Eagle the other day, and Law Nation, straight up the Law Nation came into our stream, listened to us for a good like 20 minutes, and said like we had a great show going. Like that speaks volumes on so many levels, because I've never seen Law in anyone's chat, never seen Law in anyone's stuff, except maybe his friends, and that's about it. But guys like me, guys like AK with barely, at the time I didn't have 3K. AK's not even at 500 yet. But for him to come in here and into our stream that we had when we were talking Cowboys and Eagles, talking and say that we had a great show, that was look, I had to verify that it was him. So I was like, this has got to be fake. There's no way that this is real. So I got on my phone, I went to the thing, the live chat, clicked on it, went to his page, and it brought me to his fucking page. I was like, holy shit, that is a real Law Nation. That is crazy that he's in here. He listened to what I had to say. He heard what I had to say. He agreed with what I had to say. So I'm not crazy, people. I'm not crazy with what I say about the Dallas Cowboys. Finally, people are starting to hear me. People are starting to listen, because I'm not the crazy dumb fan that people think that I am. Because what I say happens. It does. 94% of the time, it comes true. I said, don't get your hopes up in free agent. I said the best thing for the Cowboys to do was to go get an OBJ, because guess what? You don't have to give up draft capital for him at all, because he's a free agent right now. And he would propel this offense into a different stratosphere. And I'm not saying like, oh, they're going to be over the moon and yada, yada, and they're going to set the world on fire with their offense, and now their defense, and this team is unstoppable. What the I'm sorry. My wife's throwing me the fuck off right now. Saying some weird ass shit. Talking about, let's move to Montana. The fuck? Do I look like I belong in Montana? I mean, I can handle it. I can handle it living out there on the ranch, on the farm, and doing all the goods, all that stuff. That'd be awesome. But I ain't trying to move no fucking Montana. You know what those winters are like? That brings me to another thing. Before I get into that, do what she says. Yeah, no, I'm not moving to Montana. That is not. I mean, I like Yellowstone. Wait, is Yellowstone in Montana? Is that where that show's? Either way, I'm not moving to Montana. That's not happening. Yeah, I know. I was like, Montana? What the fuck? What are your thoughts on EC1 going on? I wanted to do like a 3 like live stream event of EC1's videos talking shit about awesomeness, but it's not my fight. It's really not. Like, I was listening to it. Some things I was agreeing with him, some things I wasn't. So, like, I'm just going to let that be. I'm not going to come help her, come to her defense, anything like that, because she knows what she's doing. Like I said, do I agree with some of the things EC1 is saying? Absolutely not. Is it this Sunday? I'm getting off. I'm getting off of fucking work at 5:30, and my ass is coming home, showering, and I'm watching. No, that's next week. Next week I'm not on shift. Next week I don't work on Sunday. So yeah, next week because it comes on the 13th. Next week I'll be watching that show for sure. For sure. It's not this weekend. It comes out on the 13th or the 12th, whatever. So it comes out next week. I know that. Um, Me and my girl are obsessed with it, bro. I'm not kidding you. I'm seriously not. Um, like I love that kind of lifestyle. I've never lived it, but I've been around it from time to time. I love the show, and I've started to dress a little bit more. Not cowboysy, not like that, but I do have the khakis, which I've always liked. I've always liked wearing khakis. I've always had my cowboy boots. Um, but I started buying some flannel shirts, some button down nice dress shirts with the vest that y'all have seen me in because I've worn it a few times on here. And then I got my cowboy hats. And I got my cowboy hats that I'm starting to buy that I like. It's winter time. It's going to be winter time, so I got my felt hat that I'm gonna bring it busting out. I might go get another one. But once I buy my new truck, and I'm looking around April to buy it because I'll have the about the $5,000 to $6,000 down payment that I'm gonna put on it. But once I get my Chevy Silverado, I don't know if I'm going after. I want a Trail Boss so bad. It comes with a 2-inch lift. It's a 2.7 turbo engine, right? It's a 4-cylinder. It has what I think about. I think the V8 is 350 horsepower, while the turbo has 310, and it's about a whole like almost 10, like $6,000 to $8,000 cheaper. But the 4-cylinder 2.7 twin turbo engine has more torque on it. So let me see if Chevrolet dealership and Sierra, no, Windcrest and let me see, not Windcrest, North Park. I'm trying to look because I want to show y'all what kind of truck that I want. I think it's this one website. It's not this one, but 1500. This is not. I don't want a Ram. Nope, don't want a Cadillac. Make. Son of a bitch. Where are my Chevrolet? There we go. So we're coming here. There we go. This is it. Okay, I'm here at the right fucking place. But I want to exit this shit. But I want to show y'all let me make sure. Because I want to make sure I'm at the right spot. This is in Sierra. Yeah, and Sierra. This is north side. I don't want north side. I want Chevy. I want to show you. I want to show y'all the truck that I want to buy. I'm just trying to find the spot that I got it at, or not that I want to get it at. Keep saying Ancira Windcrest. I don't think it's Windcrest that I'm looking at. Is it Windcrest? I don't believe so. North Central. I'm not at that address, so hold on. Oh, it's on 410 and 611. Okay. Trying to find it. I'm gonna find it. If I can. There we go. It keeps telling me anyway. This is probably it. This has got to be it. So, if I can find the truck that I want, oh, it's already loaded up for me because guess what? I already have it on my phone. So, what we're gonna do here is go back to the live. No, thank you. So, once I find the truck that I want, I will show y'all just which one that I want. So, I'm trying to find the Trail Boss ones here because that's the truck that I'm looking at. I'm looking at the Trail Boss for 2023 Trail Boss, but I'm not seeing them right now. So, I know they're there, but I'm at the $45,000 trucks right now, which that's not where I want to be. I want to be. The 2023s are in. I don't think they have trail bosses here for the 22s because 22s is about looking at because I like the 22s. So I might just have to show y'all just a fucking truck that I want. And then find the trail bosses later. But the sales might be over with. These are all LTs. I don't want a fucking LT. I don't even see trail bosses on here anymore. Which sucks because I want a trail boss. Yeah, they don't have no trail bosses here. Everything's LT, and I don't want a fucking LT. Trying to find y'all the trail boss so I can see what a trail boss looks like. But I might just find it somewhere else. Just so y'all can see what it looks like. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. These are 2021s. Excuse me. Trail boss. This isn't a nice one. Fuck it. I couldn't find the one that I want to show y'all, so oh well. Guess I won't show. But it is what it is. Thank you, awesomeness. Appreciate it. Awesomeness owns EC1. Awesomeness has EC1 dancing for her quite a bit, and it's completely funny. You know what? We're here for some trolling. Let's see what we can find. Because let me see here. Let me see if this fool still has this stuff up, because I don't even see his. Oh, there we go. I was like, I don't even see his videos, but there. Oh, he took down. He took down all the awesomeness stuff. He did. You should move to New England. Yeah, right. I ain't leaving. I ain't living anywhere but Texas. And look. Here's the thing. I was talking to Joey before I was doing the stream, because he hit me up, congratulating me on the 3K, and hit me up, and I told him, yeah, I'm doing a stream tonight. I'm at the store getting some beers. I sent him a picture of the beers that I was getting, and he's like, holy shit, they have that beer on ice already? I've never seen that before. And then I'm not trying to make fun or talk shit, but I was just like, in my head, I was like, that ain't a thing anywhere else? Like, for real? That's not a thing anywhere? I mean, is that a southern thing, or is that just a Texas thing? Because, I mean, even in the most rinky-dink gas stations that you wouldn't even want to take a piss at, go in those bathrooms, I've seen, like, there's stacks of shit with ice and beer in there. So anyway, I sent him another picture of the full fucking thing. Like, there's like 4 rows of beer of things it's filled with beer, and there's ice in there. And then I was like, oh, you know what? If they don't have fucking beer on ice in the middle of the fucking gas station, I wonder if they have a beer cave like some of these Valeros do down here, or most of the Valeros do down here. On the nicer shit, like the older Valeros, they don't have that shit, right? They don't. Like this is like, if you go to the older gas stations, they don't have that stuff. The newer ish, like 15 years gas stations, they have this. 20-year-old gas stations, right? Around that time, they have this stuff. So, like, the gas station by my house, I'm not kidding you, like, it's the size of my fucking kitchen, maybe bigger, and it's just fucking beer. That's all it is. It's just, and then of course they have the slots. They have the frozen, the doors that you open, and it's beer. They got about 4 of those refrigerated is, but they're also connected to that beer part, that beer cave, right? So yeah, I was just thinking, like, and see, that's another thing that leads me to talking about this as well. When I was in Vegas, like years ago, right? Years ago, I was in my early. I don't even think I was at the job I was at right now. Like, I wasn't even at that job yet when I went to Vegas. So on the way home, I wanted to sleep. Right, I just wanted to sleep the whole time, the whole way home. So we went to the gas station. I was like, oh, you know what? I'm going to buy a bottle of NyQuil. Okay? I'm going to buy a bottle of NyQuil, and I'm going to drink about half, and then I'm going to go to sleep. and hope I wake up. Right. That was the plan because it was a 20-hour drive. We drove to Vegas, 20 hours there, 20 hours back. It was crazy. So anyway, I get to the fucking gas station and I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, where the fuck is the NyQuil at? And I go to the gas station attendant, and I was like, hey, I'm just wondering where do you have your NyQuil at? And the dude looks at me and is like, you need to go to the drugstore for that. I was like, is this 1950? They got drugstores still? Or am I realizing that Texas, I mean, I already knew it was the most awesome country in the world, but is this solidifying that Texas is the most badass country in the world, that we're selling to us over the counter medicine like NyQuil at gas stations and places like fucking Nevada? You have to go to a fucking drugstore, which I didn't even know existed. I always thought that was just for the movies, right? It said drugstore. Like I legitimately thought that was only in the movies. I didn't know that there was an actual place called the drugstore. Like I didn't know that was a thing, to be honest with you. But then let's fast forward. Like I don't know when did I go to Vegas? It had to have been. So I started in 2011 where I worked. So it had to have been like 2010, 2009, around there. So I probably was newly 21, maybe 22, around there when I went to Vegas. Whatchamacall. So fast forward, what are we, 10 years, 12 years later? And Joey's confirming that Texas has to be one of the greatest. No, not has to be. Is the most amazing place on Earth, where I can buy NyQuil at a at a gas station, and at the same time, I have beer on ice waiting for me. I mean, you can't get more American than that. Let's be real here, people. You just can't. Now I'm just waiting for someone else somewhere else to be like, I'm gonna send a picture to them of like a place that I'm at, and they're like, what the fuck? We don't have that kind of shit here. Thus confirming that even though, so I was thinking like maybe this is like Nevada doesn't count. Like, well, Las Vegas doesn't count. Whether you want to count that as South or West or whatever. But Joey's confirming to me that the North are a bunch of bitches. To be honest with you, like they're straight up just a bunch of bitches. They don't even got beer on. They have to go. I don't even know if they got coolers for the beer. I have no idea. I've been up north, but I was fucking 15 years old, and it was 2004. I went to Bangor, Maine. I was in Philly at one point through that summer, but it was only for a couple hours in a layover. I was only in the airport. That was cool, I guess. I've been in Philly before. I didn't wear my Cowboys. But again, I was 15. I didn't have the Cowboys apparel like I do now. I had to rely on the rents, right, on the parents to buy me my shit, because of course I didn't work at that age, but I was 15 or turning 16 at the time. I can't remember. It was 2004. Guys, 2000, look. A lot of these guys in here, to be honest with you, I mean, aside from Joey, I don't know how old King Murray is. Awesomeness is probably way too young. RJ don't know how. I know 301 was, I think, 3 years old at the time, or maybe a year or two old. Maybe not even born in 2004. He probably was a year old in 2004. Almighty fine. I don't know how old this dude is. It's Coach Dante. Coach Dante was around. He's about my age. But 2004 was a crazy, just that whole for me. It was awesome. Like to be okay. So this is a load of shit, And okay, you were 2 years old. Prime Sports, y'all were two. Holy shit, y'all were born in '02. That is crazy. I was born, like, I've already told y'all my age, but I was born in 1988. 1988. And King Mirror, or however you say his name, he's 19. See, he wasn't even born. Or, I mean, he was born in 04. Um, um, right? 19, what is it, 22? He was, that is, I don't know how, I can't even do the math right now. 'What is that? 2003, so he was a year old. He was a year fucking old. In 2004. 2004, I was fucking 16 years old. Can y'all fucking, that is crazy. Like, I'm that old. I'm that old. You know, if I play my cards right, which, to be honest with you, people, like, to be honest with you, I am some sort of medical miracle, in my opinion. Even though my body's going to shit, my gallbladder got taken out last year. I tore my Achilles last year. My left arm is all scarred up from all the surgeries I've had from playing baseball. Tearing, blowing out my elbow, tearing my Tommy John ligament, blowing out my shoulder, my labrum, my shoulder. Again, my Achilles, all my left side is jacked. But I honestly think I'm a medical miracle, or some not medical miracle, mystery to medicine somehow. I honestly think I'm a mutant. I have Wolverine type powers where, I don't heal myself. I mean, I do, but I don't, like, recover fast. But, like, I shake things off quite easily. So, like, I honestly think I could live through the 20th century, the 21st century, which is now. And if I play my cards right and live to 100 and be 112, I can live into the 22nd century. I could be living in 3 fucking centuries. Wouldn't that be some shit, right? Now, the people that were born in the late 90s have a great shot of living through 3 centuries. Just imagine 112 years old, and I'm on here running my mouth talking shit. I'll be immortalized. I'll be immortal to everyone. I'll be a fucking legend to everyone. I graduated high school in 2004. I graduated high school in 06. So you and Bird Gang aren't far off from me. I was a sophomore when you were a senior. B-Day in 3 days. I'm 3 years younger than you. So you're my sister's age. Y'all are both 31. My sister's already 31. Yeah, so I graduated in 21. I know that's wild to y'all. Yeah, that's wild to a lot of people. What is up, Coach Dante? Man of Steel. If I liked DC, I would like that. I really would. But if we're going the other, no, that's, what is Iron Man's suit made out of? It's not steel. Vibranium? I gotta look this shit up. I really gotta do. Because I love Marvel, and Iron Man has always been my favorite character. Always been my favorite character. You still have some youth in you. I do have youth in me, but something's wrong. Something's jacked up with my knee, to be honest with you. Just to put, if I were to touch a certain spot, like right now, touching it hurts the entire knee. Now, I'm not a bitch. I'm not a pussy. Like, playing ball, I've ran through walls. I've ran into fences. Those, I don't know what kind of schools y'all went to, but those cinder block walls in the high school, those big old fucking white blocks that are painted, that the gym's made out of too, right? I have ran full speed knees first, just smashing into that wall. I had to crawl on the ground for a few minutes, and then I was finally able to get up and keep playing kickball again because it was baseball practice, but it was snowing because I was in college, so we just decided to have a kickball game in the indoor facilities. And no one said, "Hey, watch out, wall!" And I just kept running, and boom, they heard my knees. I'm lucky I didn't smash my knees at that point. You know what? Tomorrow I'm going to do a live stream for the Eagles, for the World Series. I'm going to live stream it because I got a lot of stories to tell people. I can keep a live stream going when it's baseball related because I have so many fucking stories to tell. So many stories. I mean, I got stories to tell y'all from when it had to have been about 8, 9 years old, where I was in 3 different baseball leagues, having my games on the weekend, going from one game to the next, changing uniforms in the car. You know, my dad's the head coach of one of them. He's the assistant coach in another one. He's not a coach in the other one. You know what I mean? Like just moving all the way around, all over town, playing ball. Greatest time of my life. Stories from that. I can tell you stories about how we're playing in a pickup game. It's I want to say my junior, like the winter of my junior year or senior year, something like that. And I'm playing first base, and the guy that's pitching, he goes to pick off the guy at first base. Well, the guy diving back has about a size 11 shoe, steel, spikes, right? Spikes. And it was a bad throw by the pitcher to pick off. So while I'm going this way, the runner's diving back this direction, and when he dives, his legs come up like a scorpion, and I get metal spikes all up in my face. Like, I'm not kidding you. I got spikes all up in my face. And my dad, I think, of course, I didn't go get the ball because I just got cleated in the fucking face. And, the guy goes to second. We get the ball in. My dad's the coach, right? And he calls time. Comes to go and look at my face. The umpire's looking at my face, and they're both like, all right, you need to come out. Like, you're bleeding, and I'm over here grabbing my face. Like, where the fuck am I bleeding? Or like, point me to my hand of my face of where I'm bleeding because I don't see shit on my hand. And then they put my fingers like by my nose, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is me bleeding? I'm not coming out. I'm sorry. Like I didn't tell him I'm no bitch, but I was like, this is a joke. Like, give me a Band-Aid. Like, I'm good. I'm straight. Like, y'all don't need, like, see, that's the kind of toughness that I had in that was instilled in me at a young age, right? That kind of shit. I mean, I played with guys who fingers dislocated in the middle of a fucking game. The trainer goes and boom, pops it back in. We go play the rest of the game. He goes to the hospital afterwards. Like, that's the kind of shit toughness that I was around growing up. Straight up for me. And this is all baseball shit. Anyways. So Boyz4Life, you're a foot. No, dog. No. Not a foot fetish. Wasn't my fault that the pitcher had a bad pickoff move. He was right-handed. Had a bad pickoff move. I go to get the ball because I don't give a fuck how big the dude is. Like, I'm like, if I'm in your way, you're in my way. Even though you're bigger than me, like, I'm still going after the ball. And it wasn't my fault that his foot came up and smacked me. Like that's the kind of toughness that I was raised on having. I mean, I remember, appreciate you, Cole's Cowboy, appreciate it. I remember my pops, my dad, had to have been, I was living at my old house. So I had to have been, it was before I was 12 years old. So I had to have been 9, 10, somewhere around there, right? We go outside, and my dad goes, go out, go, run. I'm gonna throw you the football. And he had cut down a tree that the stump was still about 4 or 5 feet, about 5, 6 feet high, right? And he throws the football. Well, his ass throws the fucking football in line with the fucking tree, right? In line with the goddamn tree. And I'm looking over my shoulder to catch the football, and next thing I know, my ass is blacked out on the ground. Now, it was a quick, like, boom. As soon as I hit it, like, I saw stars and fell. Of course, I'm like 9, 10 years old, so I'm crying. I'm crying because I'm still a kid. Just ran face first into a fucking tree. And my dad's literally standing over. Like, I'm not kidding you. Like, standing right over me, like looking down at me. And I'm over here crying because it hurt, and I'm pissed. And he's over here like, do you need to go to the hospital? I mean, as soon as he said that, I started laughing. I started cracking up, right? Started cracking up. And he goes, yeah, you're fine. And I was all, bitch. Like, I mean, I didn't say this, but I was like, bitch. Like, I just ran into a fucking tree. And you're asking me if I need to go to the hospital? You know, basically saying, stop being a bitch. Stop crying. It ain't no big deal, even though it's my fault. Like, that's the kind of toughness that I had to fucking grow up with. My dad is old school. My dad was born in the 60s. If that happened today to a kid today, guess what? Their dad is babying them, buying ice cream afterwards, all kind of shit. My dad fucking stood over me and said, you need to go to the hospital? I didn't yell. I started laughing and said, shut up. But normally I wouldn't have to say, shut up. Okay, I thought I was reading something, and I thought they were being serious for a second, and then I realized everyone's making fun of ECG because he's no longer on Twitter, apparently. I don't know, but I'm not getting into that. I'm not getting into that shit. But dude, I'm only on my first beer, and I got 2 more to go before this stream ends. 2 more to go. And we got 11 people in here, people. Please, 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 please. It takes 2 seconds to hit the fucking like button for me. So if you haven't done it already, please hit the like button, guys. Please, please hit the like button. So, I got more stories, but I'll be right back. I'm going to get another beer. Cole's Cowboy, what do you mean? What happened to what? What happened to who? ECG? And we are back. I love the fact that my fridge is like literally like right there. My semi-pro team is pissed off that we only have 1 ring. So Eagle fans shouldn't be bragging about having 1 lousy semi-pro team. Semi-pro team for what? Oh, you mean like the semi-pro team in Maryland or where you're from? I thought you meant like you're on a semi-pro team. I was about to be like, what? Joey Shake said you need to make a quarterback list and you clap back with, you need to watch college football. Yo, I'm dead. That was a killer clap. Yeah, no, it was, we were going back and forth making fun of a certain someone. So he was saying that shit to me. I said that shit back to him because we're making fun of someone. So that's what it was about. And you know who we're making fun of. So it's all fun and games, bro. Like, I wasn't being serious about it. Like, I can get 2 shits if Joey Shakes watches fucking college football and then makes a live stream talking what he says about anything. It's his fucking live stream. I find it funny that people try to come in here and dictate what you're supposed to be doing on your fucking stream. That's the funny part. That is, and it cracks me up even more when they're putting out statements of like, if you don't watch college football, but you have something to say about players that don't make sense, we're not for you, or you don't belong here. And if you this and if you that, you don't belong here. No one gives a flying fuck. No one cares. Because they're not, I mean, yeah, they're watching Joey to be informed about about the team that they like, They're not watching Joey because, oh, he knows all the facts about every fucking single player that's coming out. Bro. And I'm not saying bro, but like, dog, like, for real. Like, no one gives a fuck about the third string running back coming out of Kansas, Missouri, Arkansas, right? That has a great shot, that had a good combine, and yet no one gives a fuck about that kind of shit. No, and I'm not even going to get into that because that's a whole nother ordeal. I'm not even going to get into that to where I can just dissect all the shit that goes down over there that don't make any type of fucking sense. So I'm just going to leave that alone. And it's not because dude was flashing pictures of a lawyer office and this, and that, and the third. Like, I'm not... Oh, man. For real. Shit was funny. I mean, if you are going to be saying some shit around some minors, me implying that you look like or sound like something isn't what you're saying it is to your character. That's all. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I don't pay no mind to what's going on over there. You know, that kind of has subsided. But it's funny that dude over there, those people over there, are so obsessed with Joey and 500. It is ridiculous. It really is. It really is. And it's laughable. It cracks me up just because, like, bro, you're still talking about the same shit from April? Like, I mean, at this point, I think you are in love with Joey. You want to be Joey at this point. Because you're still talking about the same shit. You're trying to get his attention. To be honest with you, like, you not only are you probably in love with Joey, excuse me, you wish you were Joey. Who was that serial killer, Buffalo Bob from fucking Joe Dirt? Fucking cut the skin off someone and then wear it themselves. I can see that type of shit coming from over there. And then him dancing around. I'm Joey. I know that kind of this shit kind of escalated real quickly, but that's the kind of vibes I'm getting. I'm not saying that person would do it. I'm just saying that's the kind of vibes I get over there. Then keep blocking us, then making new accounts. You're talking about that dude. Look, it's funny that he didn't block me. He actually added me on when he made his new account. He added me on Twitter. I never added him back. I never did any of that shit, right? And I didn't even know he fucking deleted his shit until Mitch told me. And I went and I looked and I was like, oh, I'll be damned. He fucking blocked it. He deleted his shit. Humor. Okay, I need to go back and read some of this stuff because Cheesehead right here. You should bring in AJ or Big Nate for the Packers Cowboys game. I would love to bring in one of those guys because I need a Packers. Actually, I think I have a Packers fan. Like, it's a girl, but she's a huge Packers fan, and I just got to get in contact with her because we play all next week. And see if she's still down to do a live stream. I'll have a thumbnail, everything created. And I know that'll draw in people. I got to get more girls on here because that draws in the audience. I mean, I had a decent audience with Junebug. So to get my numbers up, I got to get that shit. You know what I mean? Your boy ECG, we can say the same thing about you guys always bringing up y'all's 5 titles. Okay, you ain't talking about to me because I was like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, bro. Yeah, I play you play semi-pro football. That's cool. Y'all can't catch up though with y'all's one little ring poo poo ring. Shit, don't be surprised if we do one day, cause your cow frauds will never see a ring again. You said one day that's how you know you'll look up to us. Shit, well, you guys are in the second place right now, so I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, second place, it really don't mean shit. First place don't mean shit. I mean, Philly Jim, and I'm gonna bring him up real quick. Philly Jim tried to tell me some shit, and this is what I love, because I'm very good at what I do, right? Like I'm very, very good at what I fucking do. Because I know what I can say and what I don't need to say for my words to be twisted or me to be backed into a kind of fucking corner. I kind of say some shit to where I can go any fucking direction I want, right? So there was a back and forth with Philly Jim and I that after Eagle Speed had our little discussion. Philly Jim wanted to chime in and sit here and say, well, because I said Cowboys making a run, right? A playoff run. He goes, oh, well, your team as of recent hasn't done anything with the first seed. When did I talk about the first seed? What does being the first seed have anything to do with what the fuck I'm talking about? And we were going back and forth, and we were saying some shit because, again, he was stuck on this first seed. He goes, well, you haven't, you 2016 first seed, you lost to, whoever we lost to. Then 2014, you lost to the Packers. 16 lost to the Packers, and I was like, why are we talking about first seeds? Like, I was waiting to be like, because we were talking about division winners. I was like, I'm not worried about winning the division. All I want to do is get in the playoffs. I can give two fucks if we win the division, if we have a playoff run. Because if we win the division and we lose in the first game, that's an L, right, for us. But if we get into the playoffs as a wild card and somehow make it to the NFC Championship game or even the Super Bowl, and even if we lose in the Super Bowl, we still made it. That's not the Super Bowl and making it there. That's the only game that gets a moral victory of, well, we made it. Where were you? You know what I mean? That's the only game that gets a moral victory. So it was nice to have. I don't need the help, but it was cool when Eagle Speed came in there and was like, the Giants got to the Super Bowl at 9-8 or whatever it was when they went to the Super Bowl and won. The Bucks made the Super Bowl as a wild card team and won the game. So it was funny to see Philly Jim just completely shut up after that because he had no leg to stand on, because I wasn't even talking. I mean, if you were to go read that thread, there was nowhere, nothing that I even mentioned seeding. All I ever said was the Cowboys are going to have a run, right? A deep run. And I see it happening. I mean, look at the playoff picture. If nothing changes, right? Or let's just say the Niners or the Commanders win and the Niners are on a bye, right? The Commanders win, they play the Vikings, and they move to the 8th seed. The Cowboys still play the fucking Falcons. The Cowboys play the fucking Falcons. Or is anyone scared of the fucking Falcons? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The Rams and the Bucks play each other this week. I'm betting my money. I want the Rams to win. I want the Rams to win. The Cardinals, I'm not worried about the Cardinals. If the Cardinals lose, guess what? No, they're 3-5. My bad. They're even if they win, they're going nowhere. The Saints, 3-5, they ain't going nowhere. So if nothing changes, if Atlanta keeps winning and we say the 5th seed, guess what? We're playing the fucking Falcons. We're not losing to the Falcons. So we go on to the divisional round. For all intents and purposes, right? So we win. We're the 5th seed. The 3 seed plays the 6 seed, which is the Giants, and the 2 seed plays the 7th seed, right? So we beat the Falcons. We're hoping the Giants can beat Seattle. And then I don't give a fuck about 7-2. Because we would be playing the Vikings or the Commanders if they get into if they win this week. And they keep that 8th spot. I'm not worried about either one of those teams. And guess who's playing? Guess who's fucking playing the divisional round? The Giants and the Eagles are playing. Now you're telling me, out of how it looks this year, that we can at least get to the NFC Championship game if we stay in the 5th seed and the Giant, another lower seed wins in the wild card? That is the card. Look, I'm a big believer in cards lining up. Like not the universe lining up, and none of that shit. But looking at the way teams are playing. Now I get it. We're fucking only week 8? Or week 9, whatever it is. Yeah, week 9. I don't care. I see how teams are playing right now. I honestly think if two wild card teams win, not divisional teams, but 2 wild card teams, and we stay in the 5th seed, we will get to that divisional round. We will get there. We will get there. Let's see where we at. Shit, don't be surprised if we do. Already read that one. Then keep blocking us and making new accounts. Oh, shit. Well, you guys are in 2nd place right now, so I don't know. Again, 2nd place, like I said, don't mean shit. I ain't fucking worried about being in 2nd place because guess what? I still make the fucking playoffs, and that's what the fucking name of the game is, right? It ain't about winning divisions. It's about making the fucking playoffs. Because even if you win the division, if you play a team that's great on the road, and they go into your house and destroy you, what good is winning the division? Not. It ain't worth a fuck if you win the division and the team you play against is great on the road. It don't mean shit. Y'all not going to do anything about being in 1st place. Even if y'all make the Super Bowl, y'all will lose the Bills, and I'm going to still be laughing at y'all. Look, the NFC is a joke, to be honest with you. The NFC is a joke. Now, can the Eagles get one over on the Bills or the Chiefs? Can the Cowboys get one over on the Bills and the Chiefs and whoever else is coming out of the Ravens, whoever's coming out of there? Who's in that playoff picture right now? The Jets, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Titans, the Bills. Can they get one over? Yeah, we can. But the likelihood, the way the Bills are built, the way Kansas City's built, look, we're going to have an NFC East team going into the Super Bowl this year. But I am a firm believer that the AFC is going to win the title this year. If the Cowboys, some miracle, make it, the cards actually really line up, and if they do make it, I will be cheering and rooting for the Cowboys all day, every day, because that's my team. But I'm telling you right here, I think there will be an AFC team that wins it this year. Because y'all still be stuck at 1 ring. Just like how I laughed when you guys lost to the Niners in the wild card after 12-5. Okay, well, this is where the rebuild year bullshit comes in. I hope I win that bet that I made with Big Nate and AJ. Girls, 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 I do adore. Jay-Z, what are your thoughts on Jeff Bezos and Jay-Z trying to buy the Commanders? I mean, I don't give a shit, to be honest with you. If they do, they do. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, I wish Snyder wouldn't sell the team, but if they want to sell it, whatever, have, do whatever. That's their team to do whatever with. I just wish if they were selling the team, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna keep that to myself. And I laugh at y'all when y'all got y'all's ass whooped by the Bucks in the same game. Yeah, no, me too. That shit was funny, and this is where he talks about with the rebuild team that wasn't supposed to make a playoff. Bro, look. I'm gonna tell you right here. I'm gonna tell you right here. This is what I don't understand with Eagle fans. You do know they added a playoff seat, right? You know that, right? You know that, right? Imagine if they take that seat away. You don't make the fucking playoffs. The Eagles do not make the playoffs if they don't add a 7 seed. I'm just saying. But they did, right? They did. They won in a rebuild year, but that rebuild year that they won in, they played just like they're playing right now. Like second and third string quarterbacks that are starting. That's who they're beating up, the jackasses, the dumbasses of the division teams. Like the teams that are in those divisions. Just like what the Cowboys are doing. Let's be real here, people. The Eagles and the Cowboys have the easiest fucking schedule around. The Cowboys had, I don't know how, that they said the Cowboys have the easiest fucking schedule around when it's a first place schedule and you played 3 teams that were in the Super Bowl the last 2 years. And you went 2 for 3. That don't make sense. Eagles versus Giants, 2-2. Eagles versus Cowboys, 1-1. Sorry, postseason record 1-3. I'm older than you, so you, the kid, bozo, you'll never win another Super Bowl. Again, y'all will be stuck at 1 ring. And we will run y'all's Christmas on Christmas Eve. 301, quiet before we pee in your eggnog. Before I finish the rest of this shit, I'm going to mute myself. Or you know what? No, I'm going to take a piss. And this commercial will be over before I get back. But here we go, people.
Do you believe that the Lord tonight has set you free?
Yes, sir.
Turn around and tell those people.
Tell them.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered. I don't like men no more. I said I like women. Women. I said women. I'm
I had to throw in the commercial. Here we go. It had to happen. I had to go take a piss, so I have to put something out there. I mean, you're the one talking about peeing in dudes' eggnogs, so why not throw it out there? It's better not to be a commander. No, it's not. What the fuck were you hiding? Well, they did add that seed, though. Yeah, I know they did. I know. I'm going to dress up as the Grinch because y'all are going to steal the Eagles' Christmas. Because we going to steal the Eagles' Christmas. By the way, I'll be going to that game. Damn, you'll be going to the Cowboys-Eagles game? My buddy wanted me to go to that game. And I was like, bro, I'm not missing my son's first Christmas. I'm not missing him watching the Cowboys beat the Eagles because he'll be 6 months. At that point, of course, he's not going to know what's going on. But still, like, I'm going to watch that game, and then I'm heading off to my fucking parents' house. Or I might watch that game there. I don't know, and be kind of lit and drunk by that time. You know what I mean? .301, you can dress up as Cindy Lou. I don't think 301 has the hair for it. Here we go again. Yes. All right, guys. Tomorrow, I'm not getting up. Here. I'm not kidding you. Look, I'm 34 years old. My entire body, I was laying in fucking bed today, just laying upstairs a couple hours ago, and out of nowhere, like a pain shot from here to my elbow, and the elbow pain is still there. To be honest with you, you want to know what happened? Like this is what sucks about being old. So I went to my grandmother's house today. Took my son over there to hang out with his great grandma. And my cousin, which is his nanny and my aunt, we're over there. And he was in the other room, and I was just practicing my wind-up, like throwing the ball, just doing it. No, didn't have a ball in my hand, just throwing the ball, like pretend, looking in the mirror, making sure my form's good and all that. Everything. I just felt like doing it, right? I honestly think that's why, like, my left side is fucking in pain right now. Because I was doing imaginary throwing. Like, that's how bad it's gotten for me being as old as I am. 34 years old. Feels like my body is breaking down. And it sucks. I cannot wait to retire from work. Because I am going to smoke so much and get high so much that my body's going to feel amazing. Now, I got 9 more years before I can retire from where I work. Am I going to do it? Probably not. I'll probably end up being there 40 years. And, yeah, because that'll put me at 65 when I retire. 40 years at that place. That is crazy. 9 years, I'll be halfway there. I'm already at 11 at where I work. Like, I'm not saying I'm untouchable because of who got me in to where I work. And then my work ethic built me up, and what they finally realized what I can do on the computer there at work. Like, I'm not saying I'm untouchable, but I'm damn near close. Anyway, what did this say? Oh, God, is being in your 30s that bad? I'm going to be 31 in 3 days. Well, you're already in your 30s, but, bro, I'm not kidding you. The day I woke up being 30 4 years ago, like out of nowhere, like I was asleep fine, and I woke up in pain the next day for no fucking reason. For no reason. But yeah, being in your 30s, like, it's bad. Like, it's like I am terrified for my life for the next few years, like for the rest of my life. Like, I mean, I can stand and live through this pain, but like changing my son, like being bent over, changing him all kinds of shit, right? Like standing back up on my back. I don't know if I can do this to another couple more babies. I don't know. Like it's painful. Today I was trying to put him to sleep, and I was carrying him, like, and I was patting him, like, with both my hands, like, on his back and on his butt, because that's what he likes, so he can go to sleep. And I was hurting. I was my back and my neck fucking hurt. What is up, Dave? Eagles champ. How's it going, bro? Eagles best in the business. If you say so, dog. If you say so. So, man, I wish this full. You know what? To be honest with you, I can literally just go to library. Where are we at? See all. And I can watch these fucking videos. I think it's still there. Well, this video's up. This dude made me laugh because I'm just gonna be real here. Fucking this dude talks about how he's not going to talk about awesomeness, but he literally went and did 3 fucking not streams, but made 3 videos about her. It was hilarious. It literally made me laugh, and we're talking about EC1 here. Because, like, how you gonna sit there and say, like, oh, I'm not gonna worry about you, I'm not this, I'm not that, but then legitimately, like, make fucking 3-ass lives. Now, I only see 2, not lives, but videos. That's the funny part. But anyway, I'm not gonna. Where are you hiding? I got a question, bro. Are you gonna keep going after awesomeness? I want to know. I want to know, bro. I want to know because it seems like you got to. I mean, I know you like dudes, but if you did like women, that'd be right up your alley. And it seems like she's the only female that gives you fucking attention, bro. Where you hiding? Y'all haven't played y'all's daddy number 4 yet, but no worries, he will put y'all in y'all's place on Christmas Eve. We beat you 301. Mind your tongue, sir. See, this is what this is what makes me laugh about Eagle fans. This is what makes me laugh. Like, the Cowboys own the Eagles under Dak Prescott, right? And we talk shit and all this, and right, they haven't beat Dak, or they beat him once or twice. Well, majority of the time, the Dak owns them. But even when we win, right, when we beat them, when we beat the Eagles, like, we beat them, like, we will talk about it for a day, maybe or 2. But then we move on. Eagles, on the other hand, talk about the Cowboys 3 days after a win, 4 days after a win, 6 days after a win, 8 days after a win. I mean, how is it? And where are you hiding? I need this answer. I need this answer. I need to know. Why is it after the Astros beat Philly, why were the Philly fans screaming Dallas sucks? Explain that to me. Where are you hiding? Explain that fucking shit to me. Because you know you're playing Houston, right? Like, that's a completely different city in the great country of Texas. You're not playing Dallas. You're not playing the Rangers. You're not. Am I an Astros fan? No, I hate the Astros, but I'm rooting for them because I hate the Phillies more. I'm a Texas Rangers fan. But my question to where you're hiding is, why the fuck, after you lose to Houston, is your team screaming, Dallas sucks? This is why we live rent-free in every single fucking Eagle fan's head. From where you're hiding to Lord Brunson, it don't fucking matter. And everyone that falls in between. Whether that's 500, Joey, Philly Mike, Joe Castro, it don't fucking matter. Cool Cat Connor, Bird Gang, Philly No Shit, it don't fucking matter. We live rent-free in all their fucking heads. I'm getting fucking fat. You can just see it in my face. Now this shit's hitting me. I'm gonna get another beer, so I'm gonna mute my mic so y'all don't fucking hear me. So in conclusion, I love the fact that we live rent free in these fucks' heads. Like I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't even know where the fuck I'm at with these comments. Where we at? Oh no, we're not this far. You know, if you say so. Mind your tongue. I made the cover though on Awesomeness. EC1 did all the work. I only made one video that started it all though. EC1, like, I mean, look, I'm not saying Awesomeness doesn't deserve what she got. I'm not saying that. Because it is what it is, right? And it's you like I talk shit about y'all to get the clap back so I can go back and forth, right? That's what I do, right? That's the trolling. That's why I do it. And I got it with EC1. I don't get it from where you're hiding because let's face it. I'm not saying EC1 can hang with me. EC1 is just a fucking idiot he just wants to talk and he wants airtime. Where you're hiding, I go after him. He can't hang over here. And let's face it, most of the Eagle fans can't hang, period, with the shit that I do, the talking that I do. Because I'm very good at manipulating. I'm very good at twisting what I say. Not only what they say. If I can twist if I can twist around what I say, imagine what I can do to a fucking person that doesn't know how to speak, that just fucking says shit off the dome. Like, I say shit off the dome, but I'm so used to saying it a certain way that it's embedded in me. I guarantee you, if Where You Hiding came in here, right, or EC1 came in here and said some shit that I never fucking said, like the way Philly Jim did, where he's talking about first or first seed teams and Cowboys haven't done anything. All because I said Cowboys in deep playoff run. I can just sit here and just pick that shit apart all fucking day because there's nowhere at that point they're reaching for that shit. Yes, EC1. I don't think you. I mean, I'm just saying. A lot of guys in here think they can hang, not just with me, but with anyone. And then they start speaking, and it's like, well, I can get you on what you said there. I can get you what you said there. I can get you what you said there. How do you want this to go? For me, it's very difficult for y'all, for anyone to do that. I've literally only been caught slipping like a handful of times, like maybe 5 times in the fucking 6 years I've been here, going on 7. So, if I were to go toe to toe on a hate week of videos with EC1, sorry, not EC1, his boyfriend, where he hiding? There's no way in hell he would hang. Now, I do like the Lori Lightfoot shit. That should make me laugh. Should make me laugh. You've been sipping a lot, though. This is my 3rd tall boy, which equates to six regular beers. 6 regular beers. It's crazy that the Cowboys, the Astros, and the Stars all have the same logo. They don't. But the Stars were from Dallas. They're not. They were called the Minnesota Stars at one point, but now they're the Dallas Stars. The Astros don't have the same logo. They have a star, but it's not a fully closed 5-star with another star in the middle, like inside. Like maybe the Dallas Stars got that. Like I don't watch hockey too much, and I'm not a Dallas Stars fan, but I was one when they went to the Stanley Cup like years ago. That's also the San Antonio Stars in WNBA that no one cares about. You're right. I don't give a shit about my WNBA team. When I say my WNBA team, because that's where I'm from, I don't give a fuck about them. Why? Like, look, I'm not here to knock anyone's sport or anything like that, but I'm not going to sit around and watch women's basketball, women's wrestling. I will watch softball because the USA dominated that shit for years until they fucked up in the Olympics. The last time softball was, they canceled softball in the Olympics because USA dominated every fucking year. And then the last year that they were going to have softball in the Olympics, the USA team lost. This is a little fun fact for you. Yeah, a little fun fact for y'all. But yeah, I mean, the last time I watched women's soccer, I almost knocked over my green screen. Women's soccer was 1998 when that one chick ripped her fucking shirt off and was like twisting after she made the goal. I mean, I was 10 years old, and when she did that and won the Gold Cup for the USA team, I mean, I was watching it on a fucking big screen. I was watching that game on a fucking big screen. So that shit was like I spent the night at my buddy's house. It was like 3 or 4 of us guys. We're boys, right? We're like I said, we're 10. And we saw that shit happen. Like we were like glued to the fucking TV, like what the fuck? Because she took her shirt off. That was why. Like it was like a quick like goal and rip shirt off. And we're just like, what? Sports bra titties? Now those are some hard nipples? Like, I mean, we were 10 years old. 1998. If you had anyone from this fucking culture that's going on now, going back in 1998 and trying to start like this revolution type shit that's going on right now, they'd be fucking X'd. I'm not saying dead. I'm just saying they'd be snip by. Don't be starting that shit around here. But that's just me. Guys, I don't give a shit if I'm done with this beer or not. They get 2 hours. So there's a team called the Philadelphia Stars, and the Stars looks like the Cowboy star. That's how you know Philly looks. Oh, you mean the football team? Yeah, no, bro. Like I'm that shit was funny to me. Guys, I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be right fucking. Okay, that is being changed to because I have no idea why it was changed the other thing. All right. Guys, I am ready to actually get the fuck out of here. I've been going on here for almost 2 hours already. Hold on. I gotta respond here real quick. Guys, I think it's time to go. I'm not going yet. I'm gonna chill off a little bit. But I wanna know who else is live right now. We got our 5. You know what? I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna eat something before I go to bed. Because I am fucking sleepy. We got an hour and 45 minutes on this shit. Guys, we had a great 3,000 sub stream. You guys came in here. We rocked it out. We had a great time. We had fun. But I really don't want to talk for another 15 minutes to get this at 2 hours. Let me see the logistics of this shit right here. Wrong app number or logo. What? You serious right now? We got another 800 views over here. I'm at 3,020 something. I am. Where am I? Holy shit! I am 76 fucking 76 fucking subs away, and I'm at 3,673 watch hours. So we are so close to where we need to be. But everyone knows I'm getting off right now. So, guys, I appreciate everyone for coming through and hanging out. It is time to go. I'm out of here.
I have never in my life felt so uncomfortable. Jesus Christ. Anyway.